downtown San Antonio, meeting with Vic to discuss some of his amazing artwork. Vic, tell me a little bit about yourself as an artist first and foremost. We want to know a little bit about you. Are you from San Antonio?
Born and raised in San Antonio. I'm from the South Side.
Woo! Me too.
Graduated from Harlandale.
Oh, it was McCullum.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Once an Indian, always an Indian.
Once a cowgirl.
So we got a lot of pride, and I've been painting since I was a little kid, basically 4 or 5 years old, and all my life. I graduated from high school, got married, started providing for the family, and I stopped doing art. So it kind of like was like 10 years that I went in a little hiatus with nothing. And then all of a sudden I got back into it. And so ever since 2004, 2003, I've been at it strongly. So
okay. So
little by little.
So now is art your full-time profession?
It's something that I'm trying to actually do, but I own a real estate company.
Oh, very cool.
So if you need I'm doing a little transition. You know, I was first in the mortgage industry and then in the real estate industry. Now I'm trying to transition into just painting. If I could do this, then it's not a job no more.
Absolutely.
I'm actually doing what I love to do.
It's a passion. You have to follow that. That's very cool. So you say you did it from a very young age. Along the way, did you have any mentors, any influences, anybody that kind of promoted you?
Yeah, I had a really good teacher in high school, my freshman year, Mr. Mark Olam, which I've never heard from him again.
Oh, no.
I've been trying with all this social media, and this guy is a ghost.
Oh, so
nobody
if anybody knows
Mark Olam.
Yes, let's find him. Get him in touch.
He's very instrumental in really believing in my talent and taking me aside and actually not even doing a curriculum, but he saw the talent. He goes, here, I was doing stuff that, you know, nobody else in the class was doing. And really, amazing. It was really, it touched me. And I was like, hey, you know what? This is something that I need to be doing. And like I said, I did it throughout high school and won most creative in my junior, senior prom thing and everything. I was like, oh, wow, that's awesome. You know, but after the life, gets in the way.
It's life, doesn't get in the way. It makes things better. Yeah, absolutely. I know what you're saying. Yes, it's a different path. But, usually what I find with most artists is that it's a passion that never dies.
Exactly.
It's a passion that never dies. Once you find that outlet, you get going strong. So now you're set up here. Is this your permanent studio?
Yes, I've been here for 3 years. I love it. I'm very peaceful.
It's a beautiful building. If you haven't seen it, geez, it's amazing. Lots of great tenants, and you're the only artist here?
Yes,
currently?
So far.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, well, tell me a little bit about your artwork specifically. What have you been involved in with the city? I know you mentioned you do other things. You've done the artwork for the blind, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I've been a part of that. Earlier, let's say about 7, 8, 10 years ago around there, when I first started, I actually got involved with Richard Perez when he was City Council District 4.
Very cool.
And I did a lot of murals for him and everything for the city and got involved in that. And, I've always give back to the community any which way I can.
That's awesome. So, that's what matters.
I've always believed in that. Either sponsored different nonprofits, give some of my art away. Everybody wants artists to give their art away. And I've done it for many, many years. I'm like, oh man, but when is, you give to, obviously one of these days they'll come back.
Absolutely, so, absolutely. Very cool. Well, looking at some of your artwork here, you're very, very talented. I mean, your stuff is amazing, not just your Spurs pieces, but if you want to check out some of his artwork, VictorDelafuente.com. He's got amazing pieces. So how about tell us a little bit about our buddy Timmy here in this piece. What made you create this right
Well, Mr. Fundamentalist, I mean, you already know.
Mr. Fundamental, that's right.
My inspiration behind that, the look that you always, get from him throughout all these years. I named this one, Great is Thy Faithfulness, because I believe he's been faithful. And it's not only spiritually in the sense that God is faithful to us, but he's also been very faithful to us, to the community.
Spurs, absolutely.
To the Spurs.
Yeah.
He made a big change. I mean, once he came, obviously everything, championships happened. David Robinson got his championship. I mean, all this stuff. So that's one of the beautiful pieces that I wanted to portray is just his look, but it's also his admiration, because I believe as well, he's spiritual as well. And he knows, hey man, he's had an awesome career. And I believe that it's because of God that we're able to do that.
And I love this. I mean, I was just telling you before we started this interview that you actually captured that glazed look that he always gives before he does those free throws. Sometimes it's like it looks like he blanks out, zones out, but he's just thinking about something else, whatever it is he needs to focus. And you captured that very, very well.
Thank
so
you. Thank you very
awesome.
much.
So we're standing here in front of this magnificent piece. Kawhi Leonard. He has just been so amazing lately. I mean, he's producing numbers, he's leading the scoring. Tell me what you think about him as a player.
I think he's awesome. It's a 100% Spurs player. And he's all about the team, but he's not just selfish.
Right.
He doesn't force anything. He's a smart individual, and he's very low key.
Yes.
That's why he's everybody's in love with Kawhi, because he's not boastful, but he's awesome.
Yeah.
And a good friend of mine, when I was painting him, gave me a really great idea, and I called this one the Quiet Assassin.
That's awesome. Very cool. That's going to be his new nickname. I don't know if we've heard it out there, but if it takes off, it's all because of Vic. So.
And my buddy Caesar.
Well, yeah.
I have to give
shout out
credit. Caesar.
Come
on, buddy.
what's his last name? Let's give him
Del
some
Rio.
credit. Okay, credit where credit
Also
is due.
another Southside fan from Harmondale.
Hey. Oh, and I don't know why I did that. But this is amazing. I mean, it's
Thank you.
beautiful. How big is this piece?
It's 7.5 feet by 5 feet.
And when you paint it, I'm 5 feet tall, so I obviously would need a ladder. What about you? What's your method? What do you?
I actually have an easel back there that actually goes up and down, and it actually moves. So I put that on there, and it helps me bring it as low as I can. And then I have a stepping stool that's where I could walk from the back. So So I walk on it, and I'm over here doing the top part. So it could be eye level to me, But that's how I do it.
Do you happen to know if any of the players have seen your pieces or?
No, I mean I'm hoping they have, but no.
Maybe this will help.
Yeah, guys, they're available. I could paint y'all too,
Paint me on a 7-foot canvas.
Tim Duncan. I mean, like I said, I could do Tony Parker. You name it.
That's what's up. Okay, very, very cool. Quiet Assassin. That's the name of this piece. Do you want to let the fans know if they're interested in this piece? Would you prefer them to just go to your website, contact you directly?
Contact me directly.
Phone number just through the website?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also going to be doing very limited edition giclée prints of this. This is obviously the original, but I will be making giclée prints, and it looks like I'm on the works of making some T-shirts as well.
Nice.
So, stay tuned to the website. More info.
Are you on Facebook as well?
I'm on
Okay.
Facebook. I'll be setting up a Facebook page. I still haven't. I'm a little behind on that, but I will be setting that up.
Okay.
Got Instagram, but
Very cool.
little by little.
Yeah, so definitely keep it in your, favorites, whatever, so that way you can follow it and get any updates on any merchandise or we got to support the artists. That's part of the community, and I know how it is to be a starving artist, so.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey, you can't really tell that from me, but believe it, I am starving.
Very cool. Well, I love this piece. Check it out. All right, now Vic, we're here with it's not your official final Spurs piece. You're working on others, correct?
Correct.
But this is your final completed one, if I'm not mistaken. The man, Manu, Super Manu. Gotta love him. He's my personal favorite. Tell me a little bit about this piece. It's very intense. He's got a lot of emotion here. He's draped in the American flag. Tell us what it's called. What is this about?
Well, the painting is called Si Se Vale y No Se Vale. And it's actually my very first politically inspired art piece.
Okay.
And I know my dad told me, don't be doing that. Don't be getting into the political realm because you're going to create a lot of enemies. And I understand that could be true.
Right.
But I already had painted it when I explained to him the story. I was like, oh my goodness. But it makes a lot of sense. And he understands where I'm coming from. My inspiration behind it is that, we're going through all these political issues with immigration reform. That's what we've been hearing about and stuff. So I created this piece because, he's from Argentina. You always see him in his Argentina flag. Now he's here. This country's opened its doors. We all love him. I love him. We all love, but in this country we pick and choose who we want. And the door was wide open for him to come. For others, it's not. Obviously, what's going on right now across the world. Everybody wants to come to the U.S., right. The great U.S., because the land of the free, right? But the land of opportunity. And there's been a lot of opportunity being given to Ginobili. Obviously, he had the talent,
Absolutely.
but he's a multi-millionaire living in the Dominion, blessed beyond measures, because this country has obviously opened the doors for them. And so that's where Los Spurs, Latino influence, but I've always wanted to see him with the American flag, to be grateful for this country. Because there's a lot of people fighting to get in here. And they die on the way to get over here. They never make it.
Yeah.
But he has.
This is very cool. I mean, it's a beautiful piece. I love how you did the skyline, the tower in the background. I mean, God, it's very intense. You can see it in his face, and I'm glad to know the story and your own personal beliefs. We all have them. I think it's amazing what you did here.
Thank you so much.
Now, again, with the pieces, you can see his artwork, VictorDelaFuente.com. I mean, obviously, it's the World Wide Web. So he's, reached out to fans across the world. I'm sure people in Argentina, in wherever, have seen your artwork. Maybe even places like, I don't know, let's say Japan. I hear there's a #1 Spurs fan in Japan named Taro, I can't really pronounce it. If only I had someone to help me pronounce his name.
Kotani.
Oh my gosh! Who do we have here? Taro.
Taro Kotani.
Tell the fans your name.
Hi, my name's Taro Kotani, the #1 Spurs fan from Tokyo, Japan. Nice to see you.
He comes here on his vacation every year just for this, for the Spurs. I mean, if that's not a sign of our team, what it stands for, I think that's got to be it. They're a group of great guys. You got to love the team chemistry. I mean, they're just good people. HEB commercials, that's amazing. We don't need, well, not to say they don't have top dollar sponsors, but you know what I'm saying. It's very community, and I think that's what is one of my favorite things about our team.
What's your main reason to be a big fan of the Spurs?
Well, I've been a Spurs fan since like 1991, 92.
Wow.
Ever since I saw David Robinson play.
Woo!
I'm a Spurs fan since then. After that, Sean Elliott, he used to the basketball camps in Tokyo.
Yeah.
I went to his camps back in 95, 97. And since then, they've gotten Manu, Tim, Tony. They've been keeping up with the team.
Awesome.
So I guess that's pretty much it from us, guys. Spurs Fan Cave here, just kind of giving you a little insight of the community, different individuals, fans from all over the world, celebrating art, celebrating, differences and talents, and, Harlandale, McCullum, Southside, whatever. But we just want to say that thank you. We appreciate the fans first and foremost, and check us out. Spurs Angels going to be doing a lot of community stuff coming up, so keep posted on that. We're all over Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, you name it, it's there. So check it out. Taro Kotani, thank you very much for coming all the way from Japan. Victor De La Fuente, thank you for having us in your studio.
Thank you so much.
So do we have any last words for the fans?
I believe so, right?
We're going to take a cue from this guy right here. Ready?
Let's do this.
Race for Fans!